Before I begin the video, I want to give thanks and appreciation to my Heavenly Father because without Him, I wouldn't have the encouragement and perseverance to get up every day, and that's where my belief and faith rests in. I love you very much, God, and I thank you for allowing every day, every day. Hey dudes and dudettes, I hope your day is going just as sublime as your face. Welcome to my channel, Girly Cinema, where I give my opinion and analysis on movies and TV shows, and I will be discussing feminine advice and lessons through film and TV, and how it can ultimately help you in self-growth and self-improvement you can use in your daily life. Let's get cozy and grow together one girly scene at a time. In today's video, I will be talking about how Andy became a glow-up guy. While opinions are more than welcome, however, there are boundaries within having opinions, which can be harmful. Please keep it respectful, insightful, and tasteful in the comment section if you do decide to comment down below, and the world will continue to be a beautiful place for everybody. Now, with that being said, let's unpack this video. I do believe that Andrea was looking for a sense of purpose outside of what she thought she assumed about herself. She was conforming because she was surrounded by narcissistic, lazy, insecure people she called her friends just for the sake of feeling superior and better than people they kept comparing themselves to. Her boyfriend sucked. He was already a selfish, immature, emotionally unavailable coward that knew Andrea can do better and will do better than him. So he was hindering her results and trying to drag her down with him, so it'll be more natural making fun of people to feel good about themselves to mask how much of an epic failure they are and how they feel. They already felt they didn't match her anyways, but they didn't want Andrea to know that. Andrea has been chasing a part of herself that she wanted to let go. She thought by keeping the same friends and using the fashion assistant position as a leg up into the journalist spot she thought she wanted, where if she were to have taken that position, she would have stayed safe and acceptable to how journalism insecurity undermines others because she did that to herself. This is around a time where fashion movies were so good and the montages ate every step of the way, specifically Andrea's makeover, and she looked so much better in my opinion, and it was a huge confidence boost where you look good, you feel good. When it comes to the fashion industry, literally clothes show something about your personality. You can dress to impress out of a need for validation, dress for the occasion as appropriate for the attire, and dress insecurely to prove how much you can't stand yourself to feel above others, and then securely because you love who you are and you're going to enjoy every moment in life of how you dress and what carries you throughout the day. It's just like what Miranda said about Andrea. She dressed like she did in the beginning to show the world that she wants to be taken seriously, when obviously she doesn't like herself to already have an identity in who she is. When really, Miranda already saw the potential that Andrea had all along, she just needs her to wake up to it, and it did get professionally inappropriate too because Miranda grew very fond of Andrea and got attached to her, where she preferred her over Emily because Emily allowed herself to be disposable and left herself open to be Miranda's punching bag with being single-minded and starving herself for validation. To feel beautiful and content with yourself, and she was severely insecure and single-minded in what she felt her only purpose was, and that's to be next to Miranda instead of prioritizing her well-being first before her job. And from that's why she chose Andrea over Emily. The difference between Andrea and Emily are the fact that Emily takes her job seriously, but is desperate for the attention of it, and eats and sleeps and breathes fashion, as is her passion, but lacks boundaries and still doesn't have them at the end. While Andrea doesn't take fashion seriously, as she wasn't aware of who Miranda is and just sees this as a career stepping stool, and actually sets boundaries with Miranda and herself at the end. She saw she wasn't clinging to something so bad and being desperate to get it, and she knew nothing of fashion and what she was stepping into, hence why she was dressing exactly how she felt about herself in the beginning. And Miranda knew she was worth taking that risk on. And I would say that it was sad that Emily didn't get to go with Miranda to Paris when that's all she wanted, and it was her dream, and she chose Andrea for it, which was low, and she undercut the credit towards Nigel to save herself. I mean, the self-preservation is real, and that was actually very tacky and bogus. It's sad that women in the fashion industry or in any position of power result to having petty, rude, and or cutthroat self-preservation because of people undervaluing and wanting to keep women under unmanly guys who don't want to get over their own insecurities, that women like Miranda have to put up an armor and put her own feelings to the side. Andrea was cut from the same cloth as Miranda, and I'm so glad that Andrea did open her mind to picking up on what fashion is because it dominates the world we live in and what makes and drives people on earth that physically show personal expression more than we know. So fashion is very important, and clothes can make you and show you how you perceive yourself. Now as for Miranda, she knew her stuff and was on point with her demeanor and how she did not play about fashion. And she was good at talking with her eyes and keeping her composure when she's upset at something or doesn't like something, and then once yelled to get her point across, and every hair was still in place. and she was always impeccably dressed. And I do think that's why she's never met a man that's willing to rise to the occasion and meet her. That's why she had so many failed relationships. But I would say she should hold herself accountable for anything she herself needs to work on. But nonetheless, she would be like the best letter of recommendation to receive ever from a fashion mogul in the fashion industry. But I am glad that Andrea left that card, so that symbolized growth. The Devil Wears Prada offers insight into a world that people normally doesn't take seriously, because they're living for others and not dealing with internalized misogyny as to why they think fashion is a level of inadequacy for women, when ultimately a weakness, when really it's they themselves that feel inadequate in their everyday lives, not knowing what they're doing and looking and feeling horribly while wallowing in it. And that is an insecurity they refuse to acknowledge. But nonetheless, it was a good movie, and you can rewatch it so many times and you will never get bored from it. I am so glad you came across my video, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. I appreciate you guys so much for taking a gander on my channel. Feel free to express your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you'd like to keep up with any upcoming announcements, news, and post-it entertainment, be sure to check out my blog. The link is in the description box. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment your favorite thing in the world. And remember, without God, we all wouldn't be here. Well, that's all, folks. Have a happy rest of your day. Bye!